Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about something serious, but before I do that, I just want to let you guys know how much I love you guys because, for one, I look a mess. I just came home from the gym in Target and I have my head wrapped. See, my hair is over there. I rushed out the house to go to the gym before they closed, so I didn't even put my hair on. That's one. And then two, I might miss the first few minutes of Once Upon a Time after the hiatus they were on. And you know what? I do this because I love you. So today is, like I said, going to be a serious video. I want to talk about, this is going to be heavy. My suicide attempt and having suicidal thoughts. So, disclaimer, this is not a how-to video or a how not to video. It's just me sharing my experiences with this subject and topic. I can't speak, obviously. So this is not gonna be how to do it or how not to do it. This is not that type of party. Okay? Okay. So, let me start by saying, y'all, the devil is trying to take me out and take me off this earth, y'all. I swear, because I was talking about this with my therapist on Wednesday. Was this Wednesday or the last Wednesday? I don't remember. This Wednesday or the last Wednesday before last. That even me coming into this world was a chore. My mother went into early labor twice. And the first time she went to early labor, I don't know, I think she was only like halfway, so like 20 something weeks or whatever, I don't know, and they sewed up her cervix so that I wouldn't come out, but I came early anyway. I was born, I want to say 36, 35 weeks I was born, and even then, like, my mother was in labor for 2 days, and even with that, they had to do an emergency C-section because she wasn't dilating and I was losing oxygen and I was stuck in the birth canal and I had a cone head. It was, so, you know, coming into this world wasn't like the most joyful ease of occasions. So that's that. So getting on to the actual attempt I made to take my own life. One day in the 7th grade, I woke up and decided that I was going to kill myself. And talking with my therapist, she asked me, like, was there like some major event that happened and like right before, and then I was like, no, I just woke up one day and decided I was done. So that morning, which thinking back about it now, it's like probably the stupidest. I don't know how to phrase it for it to make it. Just the way I went about it didn't and doesn't make any type of sense because it wouldn't have been successful anyway. I got up and I went into the kitchen and I was with my grandparents, and so their cabinet, they have like all like the vitamins and like the Tylenol. So I got the Tylenol and like just poured some in a Ziploc bag and like put it in my backpack because I was going to go to school and I'm going to take all the pills at school. So I have no, I don't get it. Obviously, it's nothing to get when someone wants to commit suicide because it's like it's an emotional, mental thing, and it's not like you're in the proper state of mind. So it's not like you will it can be understandable, but it's not understandable. I don't know if that makes any type of sense, but yeah. And so like I remember I just went on like the day was normal, and then I think, well, I went to a Catholic school, so we still had recess. Middle school. I think it was recess, and me and like a group of my friends, like my girlfriends, we went to the bathroom, and like I just had the baggie, I pulled it out and like took like 3 and like drank some water from the the sink, and then for whatever reason, like, I just didn't take anymore. And I don't really have any recollection of like what happened to make me not take all of them. I don't know if it was because I took some of them in front of people and I didn't want them to look at me like, oh, you're gonna take more. I don't think I even told them why I was taking them. I don't think I said, oh, I have a headache or I have cramps. I don't think I did any of that. I think it was we were just talking. I just pulled it out, took some, and drank some water, and swallowed it. And so that was that. And back to my therapist, and she goes, she said it doesn't surprise her because by this time the sexual abuse had already happened. And I hadn't seen my father for, I want to say, about 2 years already, and hadn't really talked to him that much. So she was like, it doesn't surprise her that with all that happening and me not dealing with my emotions, that one day I would just wake up and be done. She gave an analogy, like, not an analogy, a metaphor, like, my feelings, I try to stuff them down, they get caught like right here, and I don't digest them until they get stuck, and so I keep trying to put more and more, but there's no more place, there's no more space for them to be. And so then, these major things happen, and like these major outbursts or trying to commit suicide happen because I'm not dealing or digesting with all these things that I've stuffed down for so long. And she goes, even now you're trying to stuff them in, and it's like, I need to, let it go. But, that was my only attempt to commit suicide. I still do deal with suicidal thoughts, especially this dealing with this the recent sexual assault. Sometimes I'll be driving to work, and it was really bad, like in like the first few weeks, but now they're not as present anymore because I'm dealing with them. And so usually when I'm driving to work, I'm listening to either the Bible or I'm listening to gospel music, or so usually when I was driving, I would have like these thoughts that if I just veer off the road, it could be over, or if I don't brake at this light, it could be over. And so eventually I recognize those thoughts, and I'll say, those are not the thoughts you need to be thinking. So I still do deal with those thoughts sometimes, but they're not as present, like I said, but those thoughts are really, really serious. And so I know for me, like, just talking about it with my therapist, and even here on YouTube, like I think my first video, the video before last, when I was talking about all the things that I've been through, I get kind of cryptic when I say, I could have been gone, but like I really have serious, sometimes serious suicidal thoughts. And so I just want to say to anyone, if you're having those thoughts, recognize those thoughts as not your own, because the devil is a sneaky little one. Those are not normal thoughts to have, harming yourself in that way, or just ending it and not feeling the need to live more. Those are not thoughts of your own self. So if you are having those thoughts, I would say if someone you know is having those thoughts, if someone is brave enough to tell you they're having those thoughts, do not dismiss them. I would say do not panic, but that is not realistic. If someone is brave enough to share that with you, do whatever you can to help them. There are resources, and I will maybe put the suicide hotline number down, or link something. I'll find something to do, because what I do is not necessarily, not necessarily what everyone else wants to do. Not everyone wants to, you know, be engulfed in prayer and praise and stuff like that. You know, not everyone is there, but I know for me that helps a lot. Like, I don't think, like I said in my other videos, I don't think I would be here right now doing this video if it were not for me diving into my relationship with God, because it was too much on me, and I could no longer like pretend I was okay. And even now, like, having those thoughts, even though I've come so far in like the past 2 months, you know, I can't say, well, you know, it doesn't work out unless you do the work. But if it wasn't for the path that I'm taking now, I wouldn't be here, because it was too much. And I would say to anyone that's in my same predicament or it's becoming too much, pretending it's not happening is not, it's not conducive to being well. Especially if you are like me and have had a history of, you know, I'm going to just flat out say mental illness, because to me, I'll talk about it in another video, but my current therapist diagnosed it as a major depressive disorder. So anytime you have anything where you're constantly depressed, if you're bipolar, because anything that is not quote unquote the norm is an illness, and it's like, it's not your fault. So don't let anyone tell you, oh, you're crazy, or that's not really real, or you're just, you know, blowing things out of proportion. No, it's a real serious situation, and you need to do whatever you need to do to get the help that you need, because, like I keep telling myself, no one else can do this for me but me. So
yeah,
it is good to have an outlet to talk to.
I give thanks to the Holy One.
I think for me,
no time to give
with
way
some of the
to
relationships
the
that I have,
enemy.
it's kind of hard for
from the concrete.
certain personality types.
It's beautiful when
And what I'm
seen in
going
the view
through,
of a world
other
that's dirty
people's
like a
personality
small
types in
cubicle.
my
This is
situation
the
that I'm going
picture for the people who
it
can't
doesn't
find
really
the
mesh
word,
well.
who've been
So
hurt,
me
and
going to
treated like
therapy
dirt.
is like the
You
best
could grow
outlet,
into something
because
so amazing.
sometimes when I talk to certain people about certain things,
this life is
it
what you
just
make
doesn't
it,
go
so
well.
take it, don't waste
So
it. The card
having
you've
that
been
outlet
dealt, don't
is
fall
amazing.
down. Just give the world
And
your best poker
if you have a
face.
friend or someone you can talk
In
to
time,
that's
you will
not going
rise
to,
like
you know,
high
take
tide.
sides
You will go
or
when it's
whatever,
your
just
time
listen to you and
to
be there for
bloom
you.
like roses
Use
do.
them
So you
if
do.
you need to
Let the
call
people
the
see the
hotlines
beauty
that they
in
have
you.
available.
Let the people see the beauty
Use those
in
resources
It's a
to
rose,
make sure
it's
that
a
you are
rose so
doing well,
beautiful.
because, you
It's a
know,
rose, it's a rose so
there's a
beautiful.
reason you're here, there's
It's
a
a
reason I'm
rose,
here,
it's a rose so
and
beautiful.
there's a reason, there's reasons for things that we go through, but we have to go through them. We can't just sit at the door and wish it away, and that's what I've been doing, and it's not conducive to living life. So with that being said, I will end this video, but I do want to reiterate, do what is necessary for you to be okay.
It's a beautiful thing to be a part
And
of.
don't let anyone tell you or try to steer you in any direction, because you need to go through what you need to go through to get to where you need to be, and sometimes that doesn't look like my journey, it doesn't look like your friend's journey, it's your journey and your life. So do what you need to do to be able to be okay in the space that you are at. Stop pretending. I'm preaching to myself right now. Stop pretending that things don't affect you the way they are affecting you. That being said, I love you guys. If you guys need anything from me, I'm available. I'll put my Twitter and Instagram, or you guys can message me here on YouTube. I'll put my email down below so that you guys can, if you have any questions or just want to talk, I am here. I'll maybe put my kick down there, so kicked me, said, hey, I saw your video on YouTube, I want to talk to you about something, just whatever. Even though I am going through it right now, I feel like I can be of service to people because, you know, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. And that is the important part. But again, like I said, thank you for watching. I love you guys. Be well. God bless you. Bye.
Poker face. In time, you will rise like high tide. You will know when it's your time to bloom like roses do. So you do. Let the people see the beauty in you. Let the people see the